This is Italian football our channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day 34 games of La Liga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. Please click on the like button. Thank you so much. Let's start with Rayo Vallecano. Get up a game off. Rayo Vallecano is inconsistent team. They lost against 4-0 Espanyol at home. They stayed draw against Valencia 1-1 at home. And they lost against 3-1 Bilbao in away game, my dear friends. And again they lost against 3-0 Atletico in last away game. But Vallecano is playing a little bit better at home. Getafe got back-to-back defeats, but they won versus 4-0 Valladolid in away game. After Getafe lost against 3-1 Las Palmas at home. They lost against 1-0 Espanyol in last away game, my dear friends. Again they lost against Real Madrid 1-0 at home. This is going to be so hard clash, my dear friends. This game may end up in draw. Draw is possibility in that game. Please don't forget that, my dear friends. But with home advantage, just by 1 goal margin, I want to take a chance to Rayo Vallecano for victory. Rayo Vallecano 2, Getafe 1 is my prediction for this game. Second game, Alaves Atletico Madrid off. Alaves is so close to relegation zone. They won versus Real Sociedad 1-0 in last match at home. Before they lost against 1-0 Real Madrid at home. And my dear friends, this Alaves team stayed draw against Sevilla 1-1 in last away game. Atletico Madrid is playing better at home. They won versus 2-1 Sevilla in away game. But they lost against 1-0 Las Palmas in last away game. This Atletico Madrid team, they won versus 3-0 Rayo Vallecano in last match at home. Atletico is on the third spot. Atletico is seeming a little bit closer to victory, but Alaves is close to relegation zone and they are going to be at home. I don't rely on this Atletico Madrid so much in away games. Because of that, draw is going to be my prediction for this game. Alaves 1, Atletico Madrid 1. And another game, Villarreal Osasuna off. Villarreal won versus Espanyol 1-0 in suspended match at home. Before they stayed draw against 0-0 Athletic Bilbao at home. They stayed draw against 2-2 Real Sociedad at home. Villarreal team is playing better in away games sometimes, my dear friends. And at the same time, this Osasuna team got some draws in away games and at home. Osasuna is good and decent team. This Osasuna team won versus Valladolid 3-2 in away game. Before Osasuna stayed draw against Leganes 1-1 in away game. Osasuna won versus 1-0 Sevilla in last match at home, my dear friends. This is going to be hard clash, but with home advantage, I want to take a chance to Villarreal for victory. And Villarreal is on the 5th spot, by the way, on the point table. They will win over against Osasuna. Villarreal 1, Osasuna 0 is my prediction for this game. Las Palmas Valencia off. Las Palmas is going to be at home and they are third to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation battle. And Las Palmas team won versus Getafe 3-1 in away game. But before they lost against 3-1 Real Sociedad at home. They won versus Atletico 1-0 in last match at home. Valencia got no defeat for a long time in La Liga. They got back-to-back victories at home, but they stayed draw against Espanyol 1-1 in last match at home. Before they won against 1-0 Sevilla at home. Valencia stayed draw against Vallecano 1-1 in last away game. Before they won versus 2-1 Real Madrid in away game. My dear friends, I feel in that way this game is going to be very, very hard clash. Las Palmas is seeming a little bit closer to victory because of playing at home. They are going to be so ambitious, but Valencia is dangerous team as of lately. Because of that, draw is going to be my prediction. Draw. Las Palmas 1, Valencia 1. And Valladolid, Barcelona. Off. Valladolid is at the bottom of the point table. Barcelona is at the top position in La Liga. Valladolid will play in a second division for sure next season. There is nothing to do for Valladolid team. They lost against 3-2 Osasuna at home. They lost against 2-1 Sociedad in away game. They lost against 5-1 Real Betis in last away game. They lost against 4-0 Getafe at home before. Barcelona team won versus Leganes 1-0 in away game. They won versus 1-0 Mallorca at home. They won against 4-3 Celta Vigo at home. Barcelona is way more better team than Valladolid. Barcelona is going to play in Champions League against Inter, but it won't affect Barcelona team so much. Valladolid is in so poor situation. They will get comfortable victory against Valladolid. Valladolid 1, Barcelona 4 is my prediction for this game. Real Madrid, Celta Vigo. Off. Real Madrid is going to be at home. And this Real Madrid team lost against 2-1 Valencia at home. And at the same time, Real Madrid won versus Alaves and Getafe 1-0 in the recent 2 away games, my dear friends. And at the same time, this Celta Vigo team got some good results in away games. They won versus 2-1 Mallorca in away game, but they lost against strong opponent Barcelona 4-3 in last away game. Celta Vigo team is good and quality team, but they lost against 2-0 Espanyol at home, my dear friends. This is going to be a hard clash, but just by 1 goal margin. I want to take a chance to Real Madrid for victory. By the way, Celta Vigo is on the 7th spot. Real Madrid is on the 2nd spot. They will win over against Celta Vigo. Real Madrid 2, Celta Vigo 1 is my prediction for this game. Sevilla Leganes. Another hard clash is awaiting us. Leganes is second to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation struggle. Leganes team stayed draw against Girona 1-1 in last match at home before they lost against 1-0 Barcelona at home. Leganes team stayed draw against 0-0 Mallorca in last away game. Leganes got some draws in away games throughout the season, my dear friends. And at the same time, this Sevilla team stayed draw against Alaves 1-1 at home before they lost against 2-1 Atletico at home. Sevilla lost against Osasuna 1-0 in last away game. Sevilla is in so poor situation with home advantage. This time I see Sevilla closer to victory than Leganes. But somehow I don't rely on Sevilla. Still I don't rely on Sevilla. They are closer to victory than Leganes. But in my opinion, this game will end up in draw. Sevilla 1, Leganes 1. And Espanyol Real Betis off. Espanyol is going to be at home, and Espanyol team is playing better at home, but as of lately they got good results in away games. Espanyol team won versus 2-0 Celta in away game. They won against 4-0 Vallecano in away game. Espanyol team won versus Getafe 1-0 in last match at home before they stayed draw against 1-1 Atletico at home. Real Betis team, my dear friends, on the 6th spot. They are showing us so good performances, but they lost against Villarreal 2-1 at home. They won versus 5-1 Valladolid in last match at home. Betis team is good and quality team. They won versus Girona 3-1 in last away game before they stayed draw against Barcelona 1-1 in away game. Betis got so good results in away games at the same time. This game may end up in draw. Draw is possibility in that match because Espanyol is going to be at home. But I feel in that way, just by 1 goal margin, I want to take a chance to Real Betis for victory. Espanyol 1, Real Betis 2 is my prediction for this game. Real Sociedad Athletic Bilbao off. Athletic Bilbao is going to play in Europa League against Manchester United. And Athletic Bilbao is on the 4th spot. They showed us so good performances throughout the season. Athletic Bilbao team, my dear friends, this Athletic Bilbao team, my dear friends, won versus 3-1 Rayo Vallecano at home, but they lost against 1-0 Real Madrid in last away game before Athletic Bilbao stayed draw against Villarreal 0-0 in away game, my dear friends. Athletic Bilbao got some draws in away games. Sociedad is so inconsistent team. They lost against 2-0 Mallorca in last match at home before they won versus 2-1 Valladolid at home, my dear friends. And Sociedad team, I don't rely on this Sociedad team so much. They lost against Alaves 1-0 in last away game. Again, this game may end up in draw. A draw is possibility in that match. But nevertheless, just by 1 goal margin, I want to take a chance to Athletic Bilbao for victory. This is my prediction. Real Sociedad 0, Athletic Bilbao 1 is my prediction for this game. Girona Mallorca, this is the last match of the week. Girona couldn't get any victory in La Liga for a long time. They are going to be at home. They will want to make the advantage of playing at home. Girona lost against Alaves 1-0 at home. They lost against 3-1 Real Betis in last match at home. They stayed draw against Leganes 1-1 in last away game. They are so close to relegation zone at the same time. Mallorca is at the mid position on the point table, and Mallorca team, my dear friends, won versus Real Sociedad 2-0 in away game. They stayed draw against Leganes 0-0 in last match at home. They lost against 1-0 Barcelona in last away game. Mallorca sometimes got good results in away games. They are better team than Girona, but nevertheless I see Girona a little bit closer to victory than Mallorca. But Mallorca nevertheless is good and decent team. I don't count on this Girona team so much, although they are seeming closer to victory. Because of that, draw is going to be my prediction. Draw. Girona 1, Mallorca 1. All my predictions like this match day 34 games of La Liga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. You may write your comments down below. Please click on the like button. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye!